you will be too prideful and unwilling to ask for help. I've been on both sides of the coin. Let me give you an example. This is funny. One of the programs I bought, one of the services I offered was I bought an ad. I can't believe I forgot this. I bought a Facebook ads course, lead gen with Facebook ads, right? Of course, just whatever. I buy everything. A couple of years before that, I was like, you know what? I was trying to figure out my process and trying to figure out how I was going to get deals. And I was like, I got to learn Facebook ads. And so I just started going into YouTube videos and started doing all this stuff. And I was like, I'm going to learn this because I don't want to have to pay a contractor. I don't want to have to, whatever. And I don't want to reach out to people because whatever, they're going to be weird about it. And so I just was like too prideful. I'm like, I'm just going to learn Facebook ads. I can do it. I'm a smart guy. I can do this. I started going down the Facebook ads path. Guys, I spent hours, nothing, nada. So luckily I wisened up. A couple years later, I wanted to do the same thing. Wasn't the right move because I shouldn't have been chasing the shiny object, but I at least wisened up. And I said, okay, this time I'm going to just get the course. And I also don't really want to do it. So I'm going to bring a partner in on the deal. And I got this kid and I was like, hey, we're going to partner 50-50. I'm going to buy it. You're going to watch it and I'm going to have you do my shit. And that's what I did. And it worked out well in the sense that I've used the Facebook ads for my business. But as far as selling it as a service, I really haven't made any money. Even in this group, I can think of 2 examples off the top of my head. This person got on a call with me. It's like, dude, I'm excited and all the stuff. And he's like, okay, here's the things I don't know. And he's like, this, all related to sales into the process. It's like, cool. Guess what, bro? Got this thing. It's called Flat Fee Mastery. Been doing that shit for 2 years. Here it is. Here's the price. And the sad part is the price was pretty negligible at the time because we were just starting. And he's like, you know what, man? I think I got this. He's like, I'm good. And no disrespect. And he wasn't disrespectful. He's like, I think I got this. He's like, I'm gonna go learn this. And I was like, cool. Yeah, no, we're good, man. And so he went off and I actually jumped, just to check, I jumped in right before on my way home and I looked this kid up, gone, ghost, nothing. I haven't seen a post in this group for months. And by the way, I followed up with him and I was like, hey, how things going? Checking in. He's not doing anything. On the other side of the coin is, I'm gonna put a little spotlight on Neil Ridge. So Neil Ridge is hilarious. He hits me up. He's like, bro, I need a sales process. He's like, I know how to rank a site. I know how to get a lead, etc. Like I need a sales process. So he fills out an application. I'm like, all right, let's jump on a Zoom. Went through his stuff and he texts me. He's like, dude, I know this sounds like really whatever, but I think I'm just going to try this on my own. I'm going to do this on my own. So I'll hit you up in a couple months if it doesn't work out. I'm like, all right, dude, like you're the one that filled out the application. To his credit. And by the way, you guys know I'm giving Neil a hard time. Neil's kicking ass. Neil is last I checked, he was at 6, maybe 8K. I can't even keep track. And he was at nothing when he joined. And I think he's at 8 because somebody I was talking to the other day is like, yeah, didn't you see his post? I think he's at 8K. 3 days after he told me that, he's like, hey man, I changed my mind. Let's go. Got on the phone and the rest is history. So it's not that you need to go and buy shit. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you that I don't know why people have it in their head. They think people are going to be just like, if you reach out and ask for help, you reach out and ask a question, they've had one bad experience and they just don't do it. And I had the same thing happen. I had a guy in another group and he didn't have a program. He was one of the sales guys for that program. And I hit him up and I was like, dude, what do you do in this situation? I sent him a message. I was like, hey, if you have 2 seconds, even a voice memo, whatever. His response, I'm not kidding. I can screenshot this. But he said, bro, that's a big ask. You want to get jump on it. I do time slots, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, screw you, man. So, and I took that one experience. It made me so I never wanted to ask anyone for help again. I never wanted to message anyone. I was like, screw everybody. I'm doing it on my own. Don't be afraid to ask people. There's other people. Every single thing that you need to know, somebody else knows it. Every single thing, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's a perfect script, whether it's a close, whether it's, hey, they said this, I want to say this, whether it's how do you work out, everything you want to know, somebody else has the answer. And the cool part about this group is we have all chasing a similar goal. Some of us have a bigger goal of, we want to do a lot more per month. Some of us is smaller, but we're all trying to create assets that pay us without us having to sell our time for money. So reach out. The biggest mistake I made in my first group is I thought everyone was out to get me. I had people adding me as friends and I was like, oh, they're going to steal my niches. They're going to ask me questions. And I added a few and then I went and purged it. I was like, oh, you're affiliated with that group. And I deleted everybody. At one point, I deleted everybody that was affiliated with this specific group because I was so worried they were going to steal my stuff. I'm not kidding. And now I'm the exact opposite. Reach out to people, ask them for help, jump on these calls. calls, jump on the training, go get on the list. If you want to speed it up, you know the answer to speeding that shit up. But don't be so freaking prideful that you won't ask for help and that you're like, I got to do it myself. One of my favorite rap artists is a guy named Russ, and he has this song. It's called Do It Myself. And I think I listened to that song, I don't know, 1,000 times in a month when it came out. And then I started getting in my head, I'm like, I do everything by myself and blah, blah, blah. And you know what? It's not possible. If you want to build something big, you're not going to be able to do it all by yourself. You just aren't. Quit being so damn prideful. Put your pride down for a second. Go hit up that person that is kicking freaking butt right now and go ask them, and make sure you're bringing value to them and not just sucking their time.